Hey everyone! I thought I would come on today and share with you a really cute patriotic craft. I know that we're getting close to the 4th of July and I have a couple really cute ideas in my head. So I wanted to put something together and show you what I came up with. So we're going to use a couple different items today. We're going to use some of these wooden spools that you can get from like Hobby Lobby. You can probably get them from Michael's. And these are the different sizes that I'm going to use today. I'm also going to be using the Brights Designer Series paper, a couple different of the patterns in there, as well as the Countryside Inn Designer Series paper. And there are some great blue prints in here that I thought would be perfect. So let's go ahead and start. The first thing we're going to do is start out with a piece of basic white cardstock. It's approximately 3.5 by 5.5. That's what I chose to cut mine to, but you can cut yours however you want. And the first thing I'm going to do is use my bone folder, and I'm going to kind of curl one of the ends so that it starts to curl a little bit. You could also rub it on the edge of your counter. It's not a big deal. You just kind of want to get that curl started. The next thing we're going to do is use tear and tape. Now, hopefully it's going to be strong enough. I hope that I don't need to use something as heavy as hot glue. We will soon see. But I'm going to put it just right here on this one side of the white cardstock. And can you see how I'm just putting a couple different strips? I think I'm going to go ahead and do 3 just to make sure that it's wide enough. All right, so that is what I've done. Okay, I peeled off my backing, and now I'm going to use a stick from the yard, and we'll hope that this is going to work. Hopefully I got enough of my adhesive on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some sticking up off the top, and I am going to roll it around. And you know what? I don't have enough adhesive, so I'm going to add another strip. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm going to do that later. First, I want to go ahead and adhere my red pieces. So this is the little polka dot print that I chose. And see, I'm just going to adhere these on like this and leave a little bit of the white gap, and we're making our red stripes and the white stripes of the flag. I have all my red strips adhered, and now I'm going to trim off the excess that is hanging over the edge. Okay, next I'm using one of the prints from the Designer Series paper. That's what's on the back. And that's going to be the blue area of our flag. Okay, and then I'm also using the large star die from the Beautiful Balloons die set. And I die cut out the large star. Okay, and we're going to adhere this all together. Okay, next I'm using the Wink of Stella glitter pen, and I thought that it would be fun to add a little bit of glitz to the star. And so I'm just going to lightly just kind of scribble onto my star and add a little bit of glitter. Okay, I changed my mind how I'm going to adhere this. This is what it looks like, and here is my stick. And my original plan was to roll it around the stick so that it would have a little bit of a finished edge, but it's just going to curl my flag too much. So what I decided is I'm just going to go ahead and put a bead of hot glue there, and I'm going to glue my stick on. And then this is going to be my base, the little wooden spool, and we will insert it in there like that. Okay, I've got this all adhered, and look how cute this is looking. So finally, I'm going to use some of our linen thread, and I'm going to wrap it a couple times around the spool. It would be cool if you could do it a lot, but that would take way too much thread. So I'm just going to do it a few times, and now I'm going to tie a big bow so that there is a little bit of interest on the wooden spool itself. Okay, look how cute that looks. It just adds a little something. And now this flag is finished. What do you think? Okay, we're going to make another flag, and this time I'm using one of the small spools. So we're going to size the whole project down a little bit. So this one is smaller. Again, you could cut it whatever size you want, but this is approximately 4¼ by, I think it's 2½. Okay, and I'm also going to use a smaller size stick. Now, the paper that I picked out for this one is the striped version from the same paper pack. It's the Brights paper pack. And what I did is I cut out little strips and then I tore all along the edges just to give it some texture. And now I'm going to glue these onto my flag base. Look how cute this one is looking. So now I'm just going to cut off all of the extras and we will be ready to glue on our stars. This is the pattern that I chose for this flag. This is the back of the pattern. This is from the Countryside Inn Designer Series paper pack. And that is what we're going to glue up in the top corner here. And then I'm also using the Beautiful Balloons die set again. And this is the tinier little star there. And we're going to put this star on. This is what it's looking like. And once again, I'm going to use my Wink of Stella glitter pen to add a little bit of glitz and shimmer to my stars. And I just love how it looks. All right, there it is. And now I'm going to use my hot glue and adhere this to the back. The last thing I'm going to do is use the In Color Baker's Twine pack. And I'm using the Sweet Sorbet color here. And I am going to tie it in a double bow. I'm not going to make it too big, but I'm going to make a little double bow. And I am going to adhere it directly to the stem of the flag here, just to give it a little pizzazz. Okay, that turned out perfectly. And now we will put it in our wooden spool, and that little flag is finished as well. So now we have our miniature flag and we have our larger flag version, and they are finished. Aren't they cute? Okay, for the finishing touch, I decided to pull out a wood round. I have a ton of these on hand that my husband actually cut from one of our branches in our yard. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna wood glue on, or hot glue on the spools onto the base, and then we're gonna adhere a little bit of Spanish moss. You can get a bag of Spanish moss like at the Dollar Tree or at Michael's or any kind of craft store. And here it is, it's finished. This is the finished product. Is this not absolutely adorable? I will have all the details and close-up pictures on my website, madetocreatewithlisa.com.